Maybe you have several cameras from different brands that you want to put in one place, and you want to record movies or pictures continuously or when motion is detected. Well, you came to the right place. I will show you how you can do all of that using MotionEye on Raspberry Pi or any other Linux device. Hello, Kirill Pejanskis here. MotionEye is a web-based front-end for Motion. And Motion is an open-source program that monitors the video signal from one or more cameras. It is able to detect if a significant part of the picture has changed, or in other words, it can detect motion. I will show you two ways of installing MotionEye. Both are kind of universal, as you can use them for ARM processors, that's Raspberries, and x86 processors, that's AMD or Intel. The first method is very easy by using Docker. The second is even easier, but it requires Home Assistant. You can choose which method is more suitable for you. Then I'll show you how you can add cameras in MotionEye and how to configure and use the most important options. Finally, I will ask you to like this video and to subscribe for my channel. I'm kidding, this part will be in the middle of the video. Now seriously, the final part will be configuring an automation in Home Assistant, so when motion is detected, a notification will be sent using webhooks. So, let's go! Log into your Raspberry Pi and execute the following commands. If you don't have Git, you can install it. If you already have it, you can skip this and copy and paste the following. This will clone the needed files and the menu for easy MotionEye installation. The next thing is to execute this. This will enter in my newly cloned directory named IoT Stack and will execute the menu. Enter the menu. I can choose several things from here. I can install Docker. If you don't have Docker, you can install it from this menu, just press enter. But I already have this, so I will choose build stack. From here I will only choose Portainer and MotionEye. Where is MotionEye? Here it is. I have a separate video for this menu. You can see it somewhere on your screen now. You can check it. It's very detailed, and if you're interested, you can use all of this good stuff there. Now, the final step is to execute docker compose up -d. This will start Portainer, which is actually a web tool for managing Docker containers, and MotionEye. When docker compose command finish, just open a new tab and enter the IP of your hostname where the MotionEye is installed, column 8765 as a port, and you should be greeted by the login dialog of MotionEye. We just installed MotionEye using Docker on Raspberry Pi. But before we go to the interesting part, that's adding and configuring camera, I will quickly show you the Home Assistant method. Installing MotionEye using Home Assistant is pretty easy. Just go to your Home Assistant dashboard, click on Supervisor, Add-on Store, and search for MotionEye. Here it is, click on it, and click Install. Okay, MotionEye is now installed. You can click on this switch to enable MotionEye here and then click Start. Then you can either click Open Web UI or here. And here it is. You can log in with admin user. Okay, these were the installation methods that I wanted to show you. Remember, MotionEye and Motion Engine are not feather-light. They can be hungry for resources. And if your Raspberry is struggling, you can use the same methods on your always working desktop/server if you happen to have one. Let's add some cameras now.
But before adding one or more cameras here, click on this button and create a password for your admin user. Then you can click apply. Look for now and reloading again. You can switch the remember me button and you can save the password. Now you can add a camera. You have a lot of options. MotionEye is supporting a lot of cameras, which is very good. In my case, I will choose network camera. This is the most popular one, and I will get my RTSP link from here. I'll paste it in under the URL. My password and my username is RTSP, and my super secret password is from 1 to 8. As you can see, my camera is detected, and you can choose here either TCP or UDP protocol. It doesn't matter really. I prefer UDP. I didn't see any performance issues with neither of them. So click OK. Let's wait a bit for the image. No image. Oh, here it is. Have in mind that this is the default resolution. I can change it to this one, 720p, and I can click apply. Now the image should be better, hopefully. Let's go full screen. Yes, it is better. I will configure to add frame rate is limited to 2. If I change this to 10, for example, it will be better. Maybe I should increase this to 25. Okay, I think now it's better, a lot better. Okay.
Quick question for you. Hardware NVR, software NVR, or no NVR are you currently using? Type your answers in the comment section below. Bonus points for more details like what model or brand your NVR is or you want to be.
I have a lot of options here. The first one is file storage. This is the directory where the files of your movie recordings and pictures recording will be stored. From here you can adjust your text overlays. By default is your camera name, which is camera 1. I can change the name from here like this. And timestamp. You can increase or decrease the text scale, and if you see these question marks, this is help. You have to hold your mouse on top of them and you see a hint for what this option is about. Video streaming. This is getting interesting. Every camera that you add in MotionEye can stream, and you can access this stream by using these URLs. And then I'll copy and I'll paste here, and here it is, snapshot. This is still picture from the camera, and again this is the stream URL. You can use this URL to access the stream of this camera when once added in your MotionEye. Here it is. Very good. Next is still images. You can change this to motion triggered, and you can set retention for 1 week, for example. And when motion is detected, from now on, the still pictures will be saved in this directory and will be kept there for 1 week. How good is this? I just have to click apply, This will apply all my changes that I made until now. Okay, my camera is now named like this. Where was I? Still images. Movies, the same thing, but for movies, with a lot of options here. You can set quality of your recorded movies. You can set when to record movies, when motion is triggered, or continuous recording. You can set it to be like a real NVR, to continuous recording all of your images. And you can set retention forever, for 1 day, and so on and so on. You can even choose the movie format from here and movie pass-through. I don't know what movie pass-through is. If you know, put your answer in the comment section below. It will be very helpful for me. This is the hint actually. This option should reduce CPU usage but does increase memory requirements. Okay. Motion detection. You can change the settings here for motion detection. We can play a lot with this. This is the threshold from your frame change. So, for example, if 10% of the pixels in the current frame are changed, this means motion is detected. And you can see the hint here. You can play with this to reduce the false motion detections. You can set a gap with seconds here. A lot of useful things, and you can read for all of them by holding your mouse next to the question mark. You can set a mask, for example. That means you can say this part of the image will be masked, and if pixels there are changed, don't count it as a motion, or just the opposite. You can enable show frame changes. This is very useful for fine-tuning when motion is detected and you can see how many frames are changed actually. Motion notifications. You can send an email, call a webhook, and run a command. I don't know run an end command is. Okay. This command will be run when the motion event ends, and this will be run when the event is detected in the beginning of the motion. Okay, working shadow is the final one. You can set from here the time intervals in Mondays, when to work from any time to any time, for example, or to work 24/7, whatever you wish. I'll click apply. Now let's test if the motion detection is working. Actually, if you see this red box around me, that means motion is detected. So I want to see if there is any still images inside this folder. In order to do that, because I'm currently using MotionEye within Home Assistant, I have to have installed the Samba plugin, Samba Share plugin, in order to access the files where the Home Assistant is installed. So I'll open a Finder, which is the equivalent of Windows Explorer. I'll hit Command plus K, and I'll type smb column / and the IP of the Home Assistant, and I'll hit connect. I'll choose share here because this is the folder where MotionEye is storing files, and here it is. Inside there is a folder camera 1 and the current date. I have to wait a bit because I think there are a lot of files already there. And here it is, a lot of JPEGs are already available. A lot of JPEGs. Let's open one. And this is me. Very good.
I will now create Home Assistant automation that will use webhook trigger to send a Telegram notification when motion is detected.
Now I want to show you the cherry on top of the cake of this video. I'll go to my file editor inside Home Assistant and I'll open my automations.yaml file. Then I'll copy and paste this pre-configured automation that I made, and then I'll explain what it is actually doing. The trigger is webhook. The webhook have an ID which have to be unique, and the action is call notify.telegram and send this message. I'll click save, then I'll go to configuration, server controls and reload automation. To test if this automation is working before configuring the MotionEye, I'll go again to my file editor to show you this ID. Then I'll open a terminal inside my laptop and I'll copy this command here, which is actually opening and sending a post request to this URL, which is my Home Assistant URL and /API webhook, and this same ID as I configured in the automations.yaml file, and I'll click enter. And here it is. Very good, it's working.
And as I promised in the beginning of this video, this is the best time to subscribe for my channel and like this video, if you didn't do that already. If you prefer to read and you don't want to miss my next smart home article, go to pejansky.com/newsletter, that's pejansky.com/newsletter, and type your name and email there. As a bonus, I promise to send you my exclusive article named Getting Started Smart Home Guide, absolutely for free. Now, let's finish this.
Then I'll copy this URL, whole URL, and then I'll go to MotionEye. I'll click on the configure button. Then I'll go to motion detection, motion notifications. Thank you, Vanmo, for subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much. And I'll enable call a webhook. In the URL, I'll paste my URL and then I'll choose post form. And I'll click apply. Now hopefully when motion is detected, I should receive Telegram message. If you want to enable the Telegram message service in your Home Assistant, you can watch this video that I'm showing right now somewhere on your screen. You can of course use Gmail's notifications, persistent notifications, and any other calls of course by using Twilio. And here it is, motion is detected and automatically I'm receiving a message in Telegram. It's working, very good, yes!
Any sort of engagement on this channel does really help a lot with YouTube algorithm, so you make sure that you hit the subscribe, like and bell buttons if you enjoyed this video. Also, feel free to add me on Twitter by searching for this username. You can find me on my Discord server as well. I really hope that you find this information useful and you now know how to install MotionEye on Raspberry Pi or any other Linux device and adding all of your cameras there. Thank you for watching, stay safe, stay at home, and see you next time.